Hello and welcome to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know. Today we're diving into a topic that might hit closer to home than you expect, the top 10 signs you might have a sleep disorder. Now here's the thing. Most people brush off bad sleep as just stress or a busy schedule, but in reality, your body could be sounding alarms that something deeper is wrong. Poor sleep doesn't just make you groggy, it chips away at your memory, mood, focus, and long-term health. If you've ever wondered whether your restless nights are more than just a phase, stay with me, because the signs I'm about to share could change the way you see your own sleep forever. 1. Constant fatigue. Despite full nights of sleep, one of the clearest warning signs of a sleep disorder is waking up tired, no matter how long you've slept. Imagine going to bed at 10 p.m., waking up at 7 a.m., and still dragging yourself through the day like a zombie. That's not just being a night owl. That's your body failing to reach restorative stages of sleep. Disorders like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome can repeatedly interrupt deep sleep cycles without you even realizing it. Over time, this leaves you mentally foggy, emotionally drained, and physically weakened. Many people try to mask this with coffee or energy drinks, but that only covers up the problem temporarily. When restorative sleep doesn't happen, your brain struggles to detoxify, repair, and consolidate memory, leading to long-term burnout. 2. Loud snoring that disturbs others. Snoring might sound harmless or even funny, but when it's loud, persistent, and disruptive, it could point to obstructive sleep apnea. This condition occurs when the airway repeatedly collapses during sleep, cutting off breathing for seconds at a time. Often, the snorer doesn't wake up fully, but their brain jolts out of deep sleep to restore breathing. Imagine being shaken awake 30 times an hour without knowing it. Of course, you'll feel exhausted in the morning. What makes it worse is the silent danger. Sleep apnea has been linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, and even strokes. If someone tells you that you snore heavily or gasp for air in your sleep, don't ignore it. That's your body screaming for help. 3. Frequent nighttime waking. Do you constantly wake up during the night, sometimes without knowing why? This isn't just poor sleep hygiene. It could be insomnia or a deeper disorder. Our bodies are meant to cycle smoothly through stages of sleep, but interruptions caused by stress hormones, hormone imbalances, or even hidden pain conditions keep you from ever reaching restorative sleep. Waking multiple times disrupts the circadian rhythm, leaving your body confused about whether it should rest or be alert. Over time, this can cause irritability, weakened immunity, and cognitive decline. What makes this especially dangerous is that many people don't take it seriously. They chalk it up to stress or just being a light sleeper. But consistent night waking is one of the clearest red flags that your sleep architecture is broken. 4. Difficulty falling asleep regularly. If you lie awake night after night, unable to drift off despite being exhausted, that's more than just stress. It's insomnia. Chronic difficulty falling asleep is often tied to overactive brain patterns, hormonal imbalances, or even undiagnosed anxiety. The danger here isn't just losing a few hours, it's conditioning your brain to associate bed with frustration and alertness instead of rest. This creates a cycle where the harder you try to sleep, the more your brain resists it. Over time, this leads to chronic sleep debt, reduced productivity, and even depression. Falling asleep should be a natural restorative process, not a nightly battle. If it feels like your brain refuses to shut down even when your body is begging for rest, that's a loud sign of an underlying disorder. 5. Restless or uncomfortable legs at night. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, is one of the most overlooked causes of disrupted sleep. It's the urge to constantly move your legs because of tingling, crawling, or uncomfortable sensations that get worse when you're lying down. For many, this makes falling asleep almost impossible. Even when you do drift off, your legs may twitch or jerk, breaking your sleep cycles. What's especially frustrating is how invisible this disorder is. Most people suffering from it look fine on the outside, but are battling silent torment every night. Chronic RLS not only deprives you of rest, but can also be linked to nutrient deficiencies like low iron or magnesium. If you find yourself pacing the room at midnight just to calm your legs, that's a red flag worth addressing immediately. 6. Morning headaches or dry mouth. Waking up with headaches or a parched mouth isn't just a random quirk, it's often a sign of sleep apnea or breathing related disorders. When airflow is blocked repeatedly throughout the night, your brain is starved of oxygen, leading to morning headaches. Dry mouth, on the other hand, comes from breathing through your mouth due to airway obstruction. These signs may seem minor, but they add up to chronic fatigue, brain fog, and a higher risk of cardiovascular issues. Too many people dismiss morning headaches as dehydration or stress, but when they happen consistently alongside poor sleep, they're your body's way of flagging a deeper issue. Number 7. Grinding teeth while sleeping, bruxism, or teeth grinding, isn't just a dental issue. It's often linked to stress, anxiety, and sleep disorders. People who grind their teeth at night often wake up with jaw pain, headaches, or worn down teeth. But the hidden cost is how it interrupts deep sleep. Grinding causes microarousals, tiny moments where your body pulls out of restorative sleep without you realizing it. Over months or years, this can lead to sleep deprivation that quietly drains your mental and physical health. Many discover this problem only when their dentist notices tooth damage, but by then, years of sleep quality may already be compromised. If your mornings start with jaw tension or unexplained headaches, bruxism could be a clue that your sleep isn't as healthy as you think. 8. Excessive daytime sleepiness. If you find yourself fighting to stay awake during meetings, while reading, or even while driving, this goes beyond being tired. Excessive daytime sleepiness can signal narcolepsy or severe sleep apnea. Narcolepsy in particular causes sudden sleep attacks, where the brain forces you into sleep even when you're trying to stay awake. This isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous, especially when operating vehicles or machinery. Excessive drowsiness chips away at your focus, relationships, and even safety. If your eyelids feel like they weigh a ton throughout the day, no matter how much sleep you think you're getting, it's time to consider whether your nights are actually giving your body the rest it needs. 9. Irregular sleep-wake patterns. Do you struggle to fall asleep at a consistent time or wake up at random hours without a pattern? This could signal circadian rhythm disorders. Your body has an internal clock that governs everything from hormone release to body temperature. When that clock is out of sync, you might feel sleepy in the middle of the day, but wide awake at 3 a.m. Jet lag, shift work, or even poor lifestyle habits can push your rhythm off course, leading to chronic fatigue and mood swings. But in more serious cases, this irregularity points to conditions like delayed sleep phase disorder. If your sleep schedule feels unpredictable and uncontrollable, it's not just lifestyle. It may be a disorder silently eroding your health. Number 10. Night sweats or strange sleep behaviors. Waking up drenched in sweat or doing unusual things in your sleep, like talking, walking, or thrashing, can indicate parasomnias. These disorders include sleepwalking, night terrors, and REM behavior disorder. Unlike simple dreaming, these conditions physically act out what's happening in your brain. In REM behavior disorder, for example, your body loses its natural paralysis during dreaming, so you may punch, kick, or shout in your sleep. Night sweats, meanwhile, can signal hormonal imbalances or even serious health issues that disrupt your rest. These unusual behaviors are not just quirks, they're signs that the delicate machinery of your sleep cycle is malfunctioning. So, those were the top 10 signs you might have a sleep disorder. The truth is, sleep is not just rest. It's the foundation of everything you do, from how you think to how your body heals. If you recognized yourself in more than one of these signs, don't just brush it off as being a bad sleeper. Your body is telling you something important. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these signs in your own life? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know, for more life-changing insights.